think it's almost impossible for people who aren't adopted to understand what it can be like to go through your whole life without knowing who you were when you were born, without being able to know what your name was, what the names of your birth parents were, and what it's like to be told you have no right to know that. Adopted at birth, Dave Kiley, a father of 3 and a college alumni director, drove over 200 miles to get his original birth certificate on the very first day it was unsealed by the state of Massachusetts.
My birth parents are not there to answer any questions at all as I grow older. To find out who my birth mother is of the utmost importance to me. And from a very personal standpoint, I would like to know the reasons I was given up for adoption. I'm not one who's going to haunt my birth parents. I just would like to meet them and ask a few questions to see if there's any family history of anything that could impact my own children. And if my children benefit from me finding this out, I can at least go to my grave knowing something that I need to know. I'd like to try to obtain my birth records. Okay. So those are all the record books in there.
That'll be $18, sir.
I met Dave on a cross-country flight to Seattle, and during the 8 hours we shared the exit row, the topic of adoption somehow came up. I told Dave about my love for my adoptive parents and about reuniting with my birth mother, who it turned out was also an adoptee, and her subsequent reunion with her own birth mother, and of the books I'd written about search and reunion, and the friendship that developed between the 3 of us. Dave told me about his love for his own family and the reasons why he'd never searched.
The parents that I knew since I was adopted at basically 3 days after I was born, I considered them to be my parents. They were very loving parents. Since I was old enough to remember, I was always inquisitive, but it was during a time where you didn't ask a lot of those kind of questions. I always thought in the back of my mind that I might, in some way, shape, or form, hurt my parents. So I just more or less put it out of my mind.
But you would like to know.
Yes.
By the time we landed in Seattle, Dave said that he decided to do his own search, and that maybe he could find an answer to a question that had plagued him since he'd become a parent himself. What was the reason his birth mother had given him up? What he didn't know at the time was that Massachusetts, the state where he'd been born and adopted, was about to give some adoptees access to their original birth certificates. The news both surprised and overwhelmed him. Just 5 weeks later, Dave stood in the Vital Statistics office about to see the record of his own birth for the very first time.
Thanks very much. I appreciate your time. Okay.
At the age of 52, Dave was finally allowed to know who he'd been when he was born.
Bruce Edward Cagress. Bruce Edward. Mother's name was Isabella Lulu. Gives mother, no father.
Dave learned his mother was unmarried and 36 when he was born.
She'd be 88 right now.
Others who were in the lobby were also learning their own original identity.
My mother was a secretary. Isabella Lulu was her.
Oh, that was the
You got your size on there. I don't have my size.
Where's my size at?
Just
Yeah.
a piece of paper going to power.
Wait a minute. Number of children born alive previous to this birth, 4. So that means I have 4 siblings.
Yeah, you do.
Let me see.
It looks different.
Number 5.
Where's it? Wow.
She has 4.
You got 4 other siblings.
Yeah.
I gotta get moving on this, Gene.
God bless you. Good luck. Good luck. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Take care. God bless you.
You'll always be Bruce to me.
Here's to Bruce Edward.
Congrats.
It was just the beginning of Dave's journey.